Have you ever met someone who instantly made you feel understood, like you could trust them with your deepest secrets? Turns out, that's no accident. Psychologists have spent decades studying the science of trust, and today, I'm revealing the 7 secrets they use to build unshakable connections. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make people feel safe, heard, and valued around you. Let's dive in. Secret 1. The 2-second power pause. When someone finishes speaking, waiting just 2 seconds before responding is a subtle but powerful psychological tool. This tiny pause signals that you're genuinely processing their words, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Research shows that people perceive those who pause as more thoughtful, empathetic, and trustworthy. Why does this work? First, it prevents interrupting, which subconsciously makes others feel unheard. Second, it mimics natural, deep conversation, unlike rapid-fire exchanges, which feel transactional. Third, it gives the speaker a moment to add more if they choose, making them feel valued. In a world where quick replies are the norm, this small delay stands out. It shows emotional intelligence and patience, qualities that foster deeper connections. Try it in your next conversation and watch how people lean in, open up, and trust you more. Just 2 seconds. That's all it takes. Secret 2. The spotlight effect. Neuroscience reveals that talking about ourselves triggers the same dopamine rush as eating or winning money. Harvard researchers found that sharing personal thoughts activates the brain's reward system, making it literally addictive to be heard. The key? Strategic, open-ended questions. A flat, "Did you have a good weekend?" invites a one-word answer. But, "What surprised you most this weekend?" Or, "What's one thing you'd love to do again?" unlocks stories. This works because it flips the script. You're not interrogating, you're inviting. It targets emotion. Memories tied to feelings are easier to share. It's unexpected. Most conversations stay surface level. This stands out. Pro tip: after they answer, pause, using the 2-second rule, and follow up with, "Tell me more about that." You'll create a virtuous cycle where the more they share, the more they enjoy talking to you. Instant connection. No magic required. Secret 3. The vulnerability loop. True connection begins when someone takes the first leap. And that's exactly what the vulnerability loop achieves. By sharing a small, relatable insecurity first. "I always second-guess myself before big meetings." You create psychological safety for the other person to reciprocate. This works because it humanizes you. Perfection creates distance. Flaws build bridges. It triggers reciprocity. When you share first, others feel compelled to match your openness, a phenomenon called disclosure reciprocity. It's strategic. The key is small vulnerabilities, not oversharing, but enough to say, "It's safe to be real here." Try it. Next time you want to deepen a conversation, lead with something mildly imperfect. "I still get lost in this neighborhood." Watch how the other person relaxes and responds in kind. This isn't just talking, it's trust engineering. Secret 4. The nod and repeat. This deceptively simple trick, repeating someone's last few words with a slow nod, works like a psychological mirror, creating instant rapport. When you reflect their words about work with genuine curiosity, you trigger 2 powerful responses. Validation effect. The speaker feels their emotions are being acknowledged, not just their words. Studies show this activates brain regions associated with feeling understood. Conversational gravity. Your repetition naturally pulls them to elaborate, creating deeper dialogue without interrogation. It's why therapists use this technique. It makes people want to keep sharing. The magic lies in your tone. Warm, slightly questioning, but never robotic. Pair it with attentive body language, leaning slightly forward, maintaining soft eye contact, and you create what psychologists call a holding environment, a safe space for vulnerability. Pro tip: use this sparingly. Overdoing it feels patronizing, but when timed right, it's like handing someone an emotional microphone saying, "I'm truly listening." Secret 5. The 70% rule. Eye contact is a powerful trust-building tool, but there's a sweet spot. Psychologists at the University of Stirling found that 60 to 70% eye contact during conversation creates maximum likability and trustworthiness. Here's why it works. The Goldilocks principle. Less than 60% feels evasive. More than 70% becomes intimidating. The 70% range strikes the perfect balance between engagement and comfort. Natural rhythm. Break eye contact briefly when formulating thoughts, looking sideways, or showing empathy, looking down. Then reconnect. This mimics natural, comfortable conversation patterns. Cultural intelligence. While Western cultures prefer this 70% range, Adjust slightly for Asian cultures where less direct eye contact may be preferred. Try this. During your next conversation, consciously notice your eye contact patterns. The goal isn't calculation. It's creating a comfortable, trusting rhythm where both parties feel at ease. Secret 6. The consistency hack. True trust grows through repeated reliability, not dramatic moments. It's the psychology of accumulated evidence. Each kept promise, punctual arrival, or follow-up text becomes a brick in your trust foundation. Key insights. Predictability creates safety. Our brains reward consistent behavior with oxytocin, the trust hormone. Micro moments matter. A single, "How did your presentation go?" text can build more trust than occasional grand gestures. The 3X rule. Research shows it takes 3+ positive interactions to establish basic trust. Pro tip: underpromise and overdeliver. Say, "I'll call Thursday," then call Wednesday. These tiny wins compound into unshakable confidence in your character. Secret 7. The warm hands. Trick. Yale research reveals a fascinating link. Physical warmth subconsciously signals emotional trustworthiness. In studies, participants holding warm drinks rated strangers as more caring and were more likely to share personal information. Why it works. Neural overlap. The brain processes physical and emotional warmth in similar regions. Priming effect. Warmth activates memories of comfort and safety. Instant hack. Simply holding a warm beverage before an interaction boosts perceived trustworthiness. Now you've got the playbook. Go test these out. Drop a comment below. Which secret are you trying first? And if you want more psychology-backed social tips, hit subscribe and let's keep leveling up together. See you next time.